Hey guys, it's Harpstar, and today welcome back to a brand new video, and today's video, welcome back to episode 2 on my Trading to 100k series. But before we go into the video, this one asks a little bit of a favour from you guys. So seeing as I want to do this series daily, or I'm planning to do it daily, will it be okay if every single video in this series manages to hit 100 likes for as long as I am doing it daily? Of course, after the holidays, it's going to be quite hard for me to do it. So let's say, for example, this video hits 100 likes by 3 PM tomorrow. That's the target I set. And you guys smash it, which you guys normally do. What that would basically mean is I'll upload another video tomorrow. And let's say that video hits 100 likes, another video. So that's basically what I'm planning to do. And hopefully you guys are alright with that. Just, you know, it'd be great if you could smash 100 likes per every episode in this series. I know you guys will do it. So the target for this video is 100 likes by 3 PM tomorrow, because that's basically the time I am uploading it, about 3 PM today. So if we can get 3 PM, 100 likes by 3 PM tomorrow, I'll upload another episode of the series, and I'll try and do this for as long as I can. So basically, obviously guys, my 5k special is also out later on today, so hopefully guys are looking forward to that. And I may also be planning on doing a special top 5 trading methods as well. So let's go straight into this series. I'll talk for too long, and let's basically see what happens. So as you guys know, I bought these 3 players in the last episode. So the first red salon was Andy Carroll for 3.3k, and that was a great profit. I believe I bought him for 2.1k, so that's a 1.2k profit. And this Coutinho, which I bought for 1k, 1.6k, which is decent. And the McTarren sold on for 2.3k, which is also good. And also, this bronze player also sold on for 150, which is pretty decent. So basically, the reason I'm using this gold method quite a lot is because it's probably the best method to build up your coins. And obviously, once I get to a kind of level, like for example 10k, 15k, something like that, basically what that would mean is I'll be able to buy a lot more players per quantity, per time I buy players. So let's say I have like 10k, it means I can buy more players than if I have 5k. Obviously that makes sense, and basically it means I'll be able to get more profit each time, and eventually the more coins I have, the more profit I'll make, and it'll be very easy to get to 100k. And this is probably one of the best methods to use if you're not comfortable with trading with informs, because it's so easy to build your coins. You build them up so easy. Let's go straight into this method then. So minimum price, I'm going to go to about 1k, and max price, I'm going to go for 3k this time, because it always seems to be the best kind of level to work with. So 3k. So position, what you're going to do, obviously, I'm going to go with CDM, and I'm going to go upwards. And if you guys don't know what method I'm doing, I have made a video on it, and I also have told you guys in a few other episodes as well. So gold, CDM, and shadow. Let's go for it, and let's hopefully see if we can find some good players along here. I'm hopefully trying to find one. So look for players who are converted. So this Fellaini could be a okayish one, but I don't think Fellaini is too good, to be honest. Let's see if we can find any more. Javi Martinez isn't really the best one. Come on, there should be a few more here. I don't think there are any. Right, let's go to the 59th and let's see if there are some. So Lucas Leiva, another Fellaini, a Ramirez, a De Rossi, a Lucas Leiva, a Sandro, another De Rossi. Quite a few De Rossis up here. Another Javi Martinez, a Felipe Melo as well. So there's not really too many here. So you want to go through all of the chemistry styles. So let's go, for example, Catalyst. Let's go all the way to Shadow. Alright, let's check this. This is very interesting, this episode. 3 good deals. Right, okay, so we've got Frank Lampard. We've got Cambiasso, who is normally a CDM, but his stats aren't really the most appealing in the world. And we have got Marquisio, a Javi Martinez. Okay, that could be a good one. We got a Paul Pogba, who's normally, of course, a CM. We've also got an Arturo Vidal. Unfortunately, he's normally a CM as well, I believe. But add him anyway, because I know he's pretty high rated. And who else we got? We got another Arturo Vidal, so I'm just going to remove this guy then, because I know that isn't really that good of a deal. And that is that from these guys. We've got a Sandro here, which could be a decent one, so we'll add him as well. There we go. Right, adding to our transfer targets, and let's see what else we have got, if there are anything else. There's a Busquets right here, but I'll check. Actually, there's a Javi Martinez here. Right, let me check compare Busquets' price. There are none, so again we'll add him to my transfer targets. Why not? And there is a Steven Gerrard here, who's normally a CM anyway, so let's ignore that. Right. That's pretty good. We got a few more players here. Let's go CM, and we'll also check. I'm not really looking at cast list, but we'll go for it anyway. We'll check if there are any in the cast list, and let's hope we can find some maybe some strikers. It's been quite rare to actually find some strikers in a catalyst. Being very rare. It's very rare to find, in my opinion. Very rare. Right, let's go to the 59th. Hopefully. Right, just speed it up. Come on. Well, I went past it. Okay, sorry, my bad. I went past it. Arturo Vidal, Polino, Tony Cruz. This could be a good one. I'm not sure how much his normal card goes for. Let me check his normal card actually. Tony Cruz. See what we're looking at. Tony Cruz, normal card goes for 900 coins only. That's so cheap for Tony Cruz. That's super cheap. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's check Hunter now. This is basically where you're going to probably find the big ones, the big deals, the big strikers to CM in the Hunter. And it's quite rare to find them though, however, like there's hardly any now. Like Fellaini, it's really hard to find some. Sandro, it's literally impossible, as you can see. It's literally hard, it's like impossible to find some CM1s. The best one I found is probably the Di Natale, if you do remember that. That was a cracking deal. And I sold them for like 5k, double my profit. And then we got Tony Cruz in a Hunter. Right, obviously he's normally a cam anyway. A Kabai, I'm going to ignore that though. A Musa Dembele, that's an interesting one. A Nova Cruz, a Marquisio, an Oscar. A Hamzik, a Ericsson. A Coutinho, a Robinho. Alright, let's ignore all of those. Cassano looks like a decent bet. We'll go with Cassano straight away, just right off the bat. I know I love saying right off the bat. I don't know why. We'll check his details and let's see if we are on for a good one. So Cassano, Antonio Cassano, good. Right. So Catalyst. Let's see what we are working with this Cassano. Let's see if it is a deal or not. Right. So 2k. So that's pretty much the outstanding one for 2k. What's his normal price with a thing in a CF, which is of course normally a CF. So there are none. There are absolutely none. Let's go up a bit. Okay. There are none. Seriously? Alright, what's his normal price without anything in a cam? Just like, that's probably one of the things you want to find out. This, by knowing this, you kind of know if it's going to be a good deal or not. So we'll put it down to about 3k. Let's see if it is a deal. Right, so CM or cam, and let's see what we have. So 2.1, 2.1, 2 point. We're looking for about to 2 points. 2.1, 2.2. So straight away you can see, right, this is a pretty good one, and a pretty potentially a good deal. So I just want to scout through. Let me get rid of all of the values, all of them. But straight away I could probably sell this guy for about 3k, something like that. So. And he's also got some really good stats for a cam as well. So it's looking pretty promising on this deal, and I probably will go and pick him up. So CM, gold, CM, and a cam in a catalyst. Let's see what we're looking at. He is the only one. Yeah, I'm going to go pick this one up because it looks really good. I think personally it's a really good deal. And Cassano may go for about discard price or around, but the catalyst is worth 5.2k. And CF to cam must be worth a few coins, about 800 coins I believe. So it still adds to his value. So I'm going to place him on my transfer list. So that's the first deal of this episode. Oh, okay. Okay, this one's interesting. 1.9 and 3k. So Sandro normally goes for 750 coins. So what is this price in a CDM shadow? It's probably like super cheap, like I don't know, like 1.5k or something. 1.4, 1.7, 2.5, 2.3, 1.3, 2.5 and 2k. Now, how much is CDM to CM? Because that would kind of help us a little bit with this. So CDM to CM is 950 coins. So let's say the lowest buy now is 1.3k and 950 coins. Yeah, I guess it's a okayish one. It's kind of like, so it could probably sell on pretty easily in my opinion. So you know what? Shall we go? Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. I think it could be a very good one. You know, the next cheapest is 3,000 coins. And so if I can make a quick sale on this guy, I'll be very happy. So let's add him as well. So we have now bought Sandro. He's our second purchase of this episode. We've got a few coins left now. We've got about I'll probably say about 3k left. Somewhere about that, about 3k, just over. So I might just try and see what I can find with that. It's going to be quite hard, but let's see if we can go find another deal. This is a weird one. This is such a weird one. Because he has some good stats and he has some really good stats. Good heading and shooting and stuff. 1.1k. Or 69 contracts. 2.4k with a shadow. Which one's more like... Okay, let's say it like this. Which one's more likely to sell? I'd probably say this one is. Due to the chem style. Because people want to buy... Like, let's say they're not going to buy that and buy a shadow which is worth like 5k. They're going to want to buy this one. Let's go for this one. This may be a mistake, but because Shadow goes for, well, let's check anyway. How much does Shadow go for? 5,600 coins. I'm buying that one. I went for it. A bit of a risk. I could have gone for the other one, but I feel that this one will help me just a little bit. I think it will be more beneficial to me, as I think it'll be more easy to sell on personally because of the awkward position and awkward chemistry style. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go list up the players. So let's go over to our transfer list. And we have, of course, bought 3 players in this episode. So Cassano for 2k. Then we're going to go list them up for 2.9. Well, let's go for about 3k. Let's see if we're going to list them up for that much. And the next one we got this Sandro, which we're going to list up for 2.5k. And finally, we bought this controversial Clint Dempsey, who we're going to go and list them up for hopefully 3.5k. Well, let's say if Andy Carroll can sell them for 3.3k, I think Dempsey can hopefully sell them for this price. So I'm going to list them up right now. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Of course, 100 likes by 3 PM tomorrow for another episode of this series. So thank you for the support. And my 5k special video will be out later on today. So make sure you guys go drop a like, subscribe to my Harp Star, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Yep, see you guys.